This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast guaranteed to bring April showers into your life. It's what
Listen, we don't oversell.
No. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
It's Dave, Rachel, Forman. Forman, living in the
path of totality, Dave.
The path of totality. I love
What's that?
Yeah,
St. Thomas? It's total?
It's where the solar eclipse, and hopefully you can hear this in time. For Monday, April 8th, the total solar eclipse will be passing over southern Ontario. And you there north of Fanshawe will only be getting a partial eclipse, Dave. But, and even in, anywhere, mostly all of London will only get a partial eclipse. But it's St. Thomas and south will get a full total solar eclipse where the sun is completely blocked out by the moon swooping in between us. And about like 3:15 p.m. for a good minute or two, it'll be like it's nighttime. Stars will come out, complete nighttime.
Stars will come out. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew there was a solar eclipse because the school board has made this a PD day.
Yes.
Why?
I think because they don't want kids looking up at it. I'm
It's
not
the
really
kind
sure.
you can't look at.
Yeah.
You need special glasses, and you can't look at it at any time when it's partial. The only time you can actually look up, take off the glasses is if you're in the path of totality.
Right.
And it's totally covered. You have about a minute. You can look up and see that it's nighttime, even though it's 3 p.m.
Interesting. It will be interesting.
I don't find any of this.
No, Ashley
this is
couldn't
like a
give
Tales
two
from
shits.
Space.
Yes, I don't give. Yes, I give even less than that. I don't know.
That's cool.
I don't know
think
why
it's cool.
it's cool.
I think it's cool.
I don't get the whole thing. I don't really understand. Like I don't know how by driving to St. Thomas I can see something better that I can't look at anyway.
I don't understand
like,
that
I don't
either.
get it. I don't really.
In the grand scheme of things, North London to St. Thomas is not very far.
It's not very far.
No,
no.
but
To see a solar eclipse.
an astronomer at Western says, and I quote, "The difference, I can tell you, between a 99.9% partial eclipse and a total solar eclipse is literally the difference between day and night."
Okay.
It's
All right.
that much different.
That's wonderful.
Really?
I still
Okay.
don't.
We are going to get one for you. We will never get one here again in our lifetimes in southern Ontario.
Wonderful.
Really?
The next
Then-
total solar eclipse to go
Right.
over Canada won't be till 2044, and it will be basically in Alberta.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we get nothing.
Okay.
This is it.
All right.
This is our time to not shine.
Well, I
Okay.
remember there was one when I was a kid. I was in elementary school, really
That was
young.
partial.
Oh, that was a partial one. So, and I remember we weren't allowed to look at it.
Nope.
But
Yeah.
we were at school. They didn't make that day a PD day. I don't know why it is.
You know that whole
And
don't
I
look
remember
at
the
it
grade
thing.
8s
Yeah.
made some kind of contraption, and the little kids, us at the time, could look through it and see the eclipse. Like it was a whole thing, and they did projects about it, and it was a whole thing at our school.
Well, I can understand if you're in school and I think kids need to learn about that, and I get that, and there's a certain fascination when you're younger. But honestly, I don't really get it, and all I think of is the whole thing where you can't look at it. All I remember, and when we were on the radio, we used to get in a lot of trouble when we talked about this dude. But that dope Trump, when he was president, remember? Remember he looked straight up at it. Like, I mean, and you're told, don't look. You're not supposed to look at the
Why
eclipse.
can't you
And
look at it, though? I don't-
Well, it's bad for
What's
you. You're
the-
looking straight
know
at
it's
the
bad.
sun.
Because
It's
the
bad.
moon is
Yeah,
partially
bad.
covering it, and so makes the part of the sun that you can't see that much brighter.
Yes, more intense.
Okay.
Way
Don't-
too intense. So
don't-
sunglasses
don't
aren't
look
good
at it.
enough.
Don't look
You need
at
like
it.
welder's grade glass or
And
like
that
special
dope-
little
that-
paper ones
he's
that they
still-
give out.
Yeah, that dope
Okay.
went and looked at it, and people are still voting for him. Like, come on. I mean,
They think it's fake
if-
news. That's why.
well,
They thought it
if-
was fake news.
Until they
if
can't see
ever
anymore.
There was a reason to go, maybe I shouldn't cast a vote. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't really. I have friends who are also along. They're southern. along the lake. They have a cottage in Long Point.
Yep, that'll be in the path of totality.
And they're in the
Okay.
path of totality. And then they're telling me, well, you got to get special glasses. Well, how much, what kind of special glasses? Well, they cost $5. I said, well, they're not that special.
I would like to see it, but if you're in the path of totality,
$5.
how can you see it otherwise if you don't have the glasses? Can you?
All you need to do is like have a piece of paper and make a little pinhole with it, and you hold it up, to the sky where it's casting a shadow, and then the shadow you can see the little sliver of the sun being carved out by the moon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm
All
pretty
right.
sure that's what happened at school when I remember this from being I was in like grade 2. This is how big of a deal it was. I remember it from back then. This is a big deal.
It
Well,
is a big deal.
Yeah.
Southwestern Public Health, the health unit for Elgin County.
Sure.
They, like a couple weeks ago, they said, all right, coming up, we're going to have a bunch of the glasses available in Woodstock and in St. Thomas, and boom, they're gone. Gone same day.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, yeah.
wow.
Were they
well,
giving them
people are
away?
into
They
it.
were giving them away?
Yes, for free.
Wow.
Okay. Well, people are
I
into
know.
it.
And by the way, you'll ruin your phone's camera if you don't have a solar filter on it and you try to look at it through your phone camera.
Good advice
Really?
there.
It's that
Good.
bad,
Because
hey?
there will be
I'm going to be very tempted to just go stare at it. I can't now.
Okay,
You're giving me all these warnings, and I'm like, but I
Okay.
really want to see it.
Yeah.
Did you get some
okay.
of those
do we
glasses?
do we have to go back to that discussion? We just had that, okay?
I am Donald Trump.
Port Stanley, though, they're getting ready for you. Port Stanley, they say they're the best place to view the solar eclipse in all its glory.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be free parking, extra porta potties. They will have glasses available at the visitor center, but they're going to be gone in a second.
Yeah.
What's with the
Did you
extra-
get some, Foreman? Did you get glasses?
No, I didn't
Oh,
go.
you didn't get any.
I was going
Wow.
to go the next day, and they were already gone.
What is with the extra porta potties, Port Stanley? What is this so exciting? You'll shit? I mean, I don't understand that.
So exciting.
People are going to go there.
So exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what they won't have, though?
Look
Bidets.
at that. Look at that thing up there that I can't look at. I gotta poop.
You can look at it for like a minute, though.
What they need is more eye wash stations, probably.
Uh-huh.
You're not
For
getting
the
a
people who
chemical
stare,
burn in your
stare at their eye. Stare at it.
Okay.
People like me who are like, I'm just going to look for a second.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Foreman, are you planning to to go
what's
to
your
Port
plan
Stanley?
for that
Yeah, what's
day?
your plan?
Well, my home, all of St. Thomas is already in the path of totality, so I don't have to go to Port Stanley.
Oh, so
right.
you're
You
planning
can just
to
go to your backyard.
Yes, I would like the glasses,
okay.
Right.
especially for the kids.
I wonder if you can just order some online if you buy them from like Amazon.
You can.
Can you?
I'm gonna have to do that. Find them somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Solar
Western
eclipse.
was giving them out, but it was already they already did an event at their observatory a couple weeks ago, and those are gone too, of course. So if you can get glasses, get them. Otherwise, don't look at it until it's total. And if you're not in St. Thomas or south, then don't look at it at all because it's only partial. And there go your eyes.
Okay. You got
And
that,
there
Rach?
go your eyes.
Okay, you got
Okay.
that, Rach? Don't
Good
look
tip.
at it.
Thank you.
Don't
Yes,
look at it.
I'll remember that.
Don't be a dope. Don't be a dope. This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Foreman. It's the podcast that's like getting snow in April. No one wants or is prepared for it. No one.
That's true.
No one wants. No one wants it. Speaking of being prepared for something,
Okay. Yes. Ding, ding,
that's
ding.
another one. Do you have, for emergencies, for karaoke emergencies,
Karaoke emergencies.
do you have a go-to karaoke song?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, good. This is important, I think, because
Why?
and I don't really land on karaoke very often, but when I do
No.
land on, if karaoke reveals itself to me, if I'm in the midst of karaoke, then I want to, and most of the time I would like to participate in, like you want to participate in karaoke, but my goal when I participate in karaoke may be different from most people. And
Your
that's
goal?
why. Yes, that's why I bring this up. A couple of times while I've been, I'm just back from a vacation at a resort south. Had a great time, great weather, and they did 2 karaoke nights while I was there.
Of course.
They have one night where they put on, there 2 or 3 nights they put on a show, and I think they had a band one night.
How was
But
the Michael Jackson show?
Yeah, they
this
did
year?
him. He was good. Yeah, he was good. He
There's
was
a
good.
Michael Jackson show.
Yeah, he does very well. So anyway, they did a karaoke night, and the first guy up, and look, and his name was Norm.
Norm.
So Norm went first. And,
Norm's
this
either
is
going to
why.
be really good or really bad.
Well, here's the thing.
I can just feel it.
Yeah.
Just by the name.
Norm can sing, okay?
Okay.
That's the first thing I want to say.
All right.
But again, it depends on what your goal is when you go to karaoke.
Hmm.
So Norm goes first, and Norm sings My Way. You know the Elvis,
Wow.
the Frank Sinatra thing.
Yes,
I did it.
that's ambitious.
I did it my way. Now, again, I will say that I, having sat through, and by the way, if you're going to do My Way, and I don't recommend it, it's over 5 minutes, I believe, because there were twice we started applauding for Norm because we thought he was done, but he wasn't.
Oh no.
Okay.
He
All right.
sings it to the bitter end.
Yes.
Anyway, Norm,
Well,
here's
the
my
song keeps
advice for
going.
you. Any song that begins with, and now the end is near, and as I face my, the final curtain, or whatever it is, I don't know all of the words.
Yeah.
That's not a fun song to sing. That, Norm, you're not going to lift the crowd up with, and now the end is
now
near.
The end
right?
is near. Da 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 da.
The final curtain.
Final curtain.
Yeah. Not the happiest song, Norm.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
But he's
It's a
only thinking
funeral
about
song.
I did it my
That's, I know you want to hit the high notes.
Yeah,
but
that's what
here's-
he's thinking about.
So I'm just giving you my advice here when it comes, like, if you want to go to a serious karaoke night at a bar where everybody gets up, there are karaoke people. That's what they do. They go
Yeah.
to karaoke night. Norm seemed to be one of those guys. My Way is perfect for karaoke night at the bar with your friends. Okay, go ahead and do it. Your friends are there. They expect you to get up and belt out My Way. But if you're going to do it with a crowd of people who are having in the midst of having a great vacation, and now the end is near, is not how I want my song to start.
Sure.
And the same goes for the woman who sang Hello from Adele. Please. Please don't do that.
People are not thinking about the context of the song when they choose their karaoke songs. They're just thinking about,
See, and
I can
that's-
belt this and I'm
That's
going
right.
to.
This is why I feel like this is maybe educational for those who don't do karaoke very often. Because I feel like what you should be doing at a resort karaoke
Please
is,
tell us.
is
Yes,
amping
what
up the
should-
crowd, doing something for the
yeah,
crowd. You want the
that's true.
crowd to get involved. You want the crowd to be happy.
Sure.
There was a lady, a middle-aged woman, the whitest middle-aged woman that, imagine a very white middle-aged woman at a resort who got up and sang Bust a Move by LL Cool J.
Oh no.
Yes.
So when she thinks she knows it, and then the song starts playing, and she doesn't know
No,
any
she
of it.
did.
Yeah.
So I will give her full marks. She's done this before.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But try to imagine one of the whitest women you can think of, middle-aged,
Kind of like me.
dancing and rapping to Bust a Move.
Do you know what
Yeah.
song I
Rachel
like?
doing that.
Do you know what song I like to do?
Hmm?
I like Big Butts by
Yeah.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
That one would have been better. That one would have been
Because
better.
it's hysterical.
My wife can do that one, and that one works.
Yeah.
Bust a Move, not really. And she, by the
Oh,
way,
it's
was
similar.
she was busting a move through the entire song.
Sure.
Try
She's
to
putting on a
imagine.
show. Good.
Sure. Try to imagine a middle-aged white woman and how she dances.
Yes. Well, I
You
know.
know,
because
exactly.
I see
Yes.
myself.
Yes,
Yes.
you know exactly how she dances.
Yes. But she's putting on a show.
ever
She's amping
want-
people up.
if
People are having
you
fun. It looks
look-
silly. It's fun. She's having fun. Whatever.
Yes,
That's what you
exactly.
want.
Yeah, no, I want to be entertained. The only thing entertaining about that was that I was
Okay.
able to come home and tell you about it.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the
So
only thing
between
entertaining.
this woman and Norm, which one would you rather?
Better, she was better, but she proved that I firmly, sorry Eminem, I firmly believe this, white people can't rap. Right? She proved that.
Well,
She did.
She's
Sorry.
not. It's karaoke. You're not supposed
Sorry.
to be good.
And then Forman, you'll love this. So she's done, and we're like, it was better than Norm.
Okay.
and is certainly better than Adele. Her husband then gets up, and again, I think they go to karaoke nights.
These are party
and he
people,
does,
yeah.
He does an obscure 5-minute, tragically hip song.
Oh boy.
Try to imagine that.
Yeah. In a different country, like nobody knows.
Well, there's a lot of Canadians at the resort. Don't get me
Okay,
wrong.
all right.
Immediately I go, tragically hip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is going to be fun. Not that there's anything wrong with the tragic.
No,
Yeah,
but it
they
may
have
not
some
be,
hit songs that people know, and then they have obscure.
And then they'd
5-minute
have
ones.
some obscure 5-minute ones.
Sure.
And he did one of those. Anyway, so here's my... what's your go-to karaoke song? Like, Rachel, what's your go-to?
Big Butts. I like that one.
Okay, so that one would work.
But I don't
Yeah.
do karaoke. I don't love karaoke. I
Okay.
will do it sometimes.
Okay,
That's
but
not very much.
if you got up there and did I Like Big Butts, I think I would enjoy that. That would be fun.
The last
would
time I
laugh.
did it, I
People
was
would
at
laugh.
my
People would
friend.
enjoy.
My friends had a wedding at a bar. It was like a roadhouse, and they had their. It was a very low key.
And you did I
and
Like
I
Big
did that,
Butts?
and we got so many people up on stage with us, and people were dancing. It was
There you
just
go.
like it's a party.
That's what I'm talking
That's what
about.
It was.
So good for you. Forman, what's yours?
Yeah, I'm all about the audience participation as well. So
Yep.
as soon as someone starts singing, "If I had $1 million," everybody else gets to play along too.
Yeah.
It's
but
perfect.
I
That's
just
true. You can
killed.
put the
It's
microphone. You
perfect.
now you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I can't do this by my. And you have like a
Yeah.
30-second intro on that song too to say, "Oh, I can't do
Okay.
this one by myself. I'm gonna need everyone's help."
Right.
Are
Okay.
you ready for it? Let's
I'd be
go.
all right. I just fundamentally hate that song. Just
I'm a little sick of it.
yeah,
But,
but I get it.
participate.
I get what you're saying. That's
would
not
participate.
bad. That's better than Bust a Move. I
All
think.
right. What's yours, Dave?
Okay. Well, I have two.
I have a
Two.
theory.
I have two, and I'll bring
That's
usually.
funny because I've literally never seen you do karaoke.
I would
ever.
do. I've done it a number of times.
Really?
We
Never
were
near
at
me.
we were at a resort a number of years ago, and we came back from dinner, and it was karaoke night, and somebody was doing, I believe, "I Will Always Love You" or whatever, the Whitney Houston.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Don't
God.
do that. Don't
Don't.
do Whitney
If you
Houston.
can't sing like Whitney Houston,
Yeah,
you
don't
shouldn't do. This is
don't
not
do it.
American Idol.
Please don't do
Yeah.
it. And everybody's just sort of sitting on their hands.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the entertainment, because I knew because we used to go to that resort a lot, and I knew the entertainment guy. He says, "You got to do one." I'm like, and I'm looking. Everybody's just like, party time. So I said, "Yeah, okay, Jana and I will do." And he goes, "Well, what are you going to do?" I said, "Oh, we'll do Sweet Caroline."
Okay.
And I fundamentally hate that song, but
Yeah.
I know it works.
It works.
I
Knew you
know
were gonna
works.
say that.
I
knew
know
it.
it works. I know
Everybody knows the words.
I know
So good,
people,
so
and
good,
yes,
so
and
good.
people will go crazy.
Participation. Exactly.
Exactly. So there's that one. You're welcome.
Yes. Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
a
can
good
bring
one.
you can bring the kids up with you to sing that one.
Yep.
You
Uh-huh.
okay?
Yeah.
Everybody
What's your
can do
other
that.
one? Moni Moni.
No, but that works.
That
That
actually
works. Yeah, that
That's
works.
true.
No, I the other one is, and you've got to begin it with a little soliloquy, like when I first look, I'm not a great karaoke singer, but this song touched me in a way that no other song has ever touched me, and I'm going to sing it. But again, I'm not great at karaoke, but this song just moves me, and I'm going to give it my best shot. And if this song resonates with you, or if you know it, or if you know some of the words, feel free to sing along with me, because
Okay.
I just want everyone to share and enjoy and
This
get into a
moment.
song,
Yeah.
a moment, a song that just means this much to me. And then you say, DJ, go ahead.
Hit
and
it.
It's, and then it's YMCA.
Yes.
And people will howl. People will howl, and they will
Okay.
have a
Yeah.
party. That's a party.
You got to be a showman. You know,
Exactly.
like David.
Yeah.
Dave,
that's
our
it.
showman.
Yeah, there you
Who
go.
knew?
Yeah, who knew?
Who would have expected that?
I'm telling ya.
I've never
You're-
seen him do karaoke.
You're welcome. Do karaoke. It's fun. This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that's not like a warm spell in April, because that's something you hope will last. That's not this.
Hey, we
Yep.
get comments sometimes of people who think this is too short.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yes.
we do.
I don't think
Yes,
that's
you wouldn't
true.
know that. You don't check our email.
I don't
but you-
check the
Who would
email.
I can
People
I
do
can read
say
one
that.
right now. Dave
Yeah.
says, I listened on my way to work this morning and laughed my ass off when you guys were talking about the bidets.
I don't believe that either. I'll bet your ass is still there.
Yeah. And Forman's rant about Florida, but he says, my only issue is your podcast isn't quite long enough to last my entire drive to work, and then I have to fumble around and change to another one.
I'm sorry about that. Okay, well, then
it's a lot of work to make 30 minutes of content, turns out.
It is? I stand corrected. Anyway.
Well, for two of us.
All right.
For two of us.
We are Dave, Rachel, and Foreman. That's who we are.
Oh, you guys love Costco. Well, Dave loves Costco, I know.
I don't.
You love Costco, and I try and avoid it unless I really have to
I
go.
didn't say I love
How many
Costco.
rants
It doesn't
are you trying to get me to go on?
I don't. Yeah, exactly.
Foreman
You keep
hates
saying,
Costco, but
I
have
don't love Costco. I just go to Costco, and it doesn't bother me.
Okay. Well, Forman, I'll start with, listen, scratch that. Foreman hates Costco.
Foreman hates Costco.
But there's
Perfect.
another store that I think Foreman might hate even more, and
what's
that's
that?
IKEA.
Oh.
Yeah. So earlier this week, I took Jeremy to IKEA.
Why would you do that? Why?
I took Jeremy to IKEA.
Why are you? This
Well,
man, has he not been through enough?
Still in recovery.
That's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
my
true. He's
goodness.
threw up. Well, my daughter, my youngest Kendall, has a very small closet, and she needs more space now because they're starting to get more clothes and more things in their room. So I need to get her like a PAX wardrobe. Like those wardrobes that IKEA has. They're customizable. You can get them different sizes. You can customize them for your space and what you want the interior, drawers and shelves and everything.
Okay.
So I've been thinking about this for a while, and finally we're like, okay, we need to get her another thing. So I said, when the kids go back to school on Monday, you and I, because he's home with me right now, we'll go to IKEA because I have my own business. I can take off if I need to. We can go on a Monday. And he's like, all right. So off we go. We go to IKEA.
Best
I'm like,
possible response you could have expected.
well,
I don't know
there's
what
no
more you
IKEA
can
here.
say.
Although I think there's a pickup place open now in London. They have a new pickup place, but it wasn't open or something, and I was like,
closed and moved and
Yeah, they move
right,
it all over the place.
but there's another one now in Wonderland South. I don't even know if it's open because I went one time and it wasn't open yet, and then I was like, well, I have to ask somebody some questions about some stuff, so I need to actually go to a store.
Well, we were supposed to get a full-on IKEA, and then
we were supposed to get an IKEA like 10 times, and
and then they couldn't figure out how to put the thing together. So hey, that's the best joke. Love that joke.
I just
Joke
lived for
never
2.5
gets old.
years in a town with a full IKEA and didn't go there that often. So I'm not a fan of them, but I don't hate them as much as Costco because you don't have to go as often.
Well, here's the thing.
I see.
have never in my life set foot in an IKEA.
Really?
Never.
I've only been a couple of times, to be honest, because the closest one to us is in Burlington, which is an hour and 15 minutes away, so it's not
Roughly.
too bad. So I said to Jeremy, we're going to go. The kids are at school. We're going to get them on the bus, and then we're going to go. So we did. We did that. And I said, you're coming because I need a driver and I need someone to help haul this stuff around, even though I know you're still in recovery.
Yeah, that's right. You really do. Like, he
So
has
my
not
plan-
suffered enough.
Back
No,
on the
I know.
horse.
I know.
Wow.
Back on the horse. We need to get this back,
Yeah.
back to normal.
Yeah.
So my
sure.
plan was to go and get this whole thing and fit it in the back of our truck.
I'm starting to wonder
our van
whether
truck.
pancreatitis is caused by Rachel.
Well, it could be because we never found out the cause, actually. So I don't know.
Okay. All right.
So we go there, and I finally I'm like, let's go through the showroom, because you can either choose to go through the showroom, which has all the setup and it shows you how things are set up, and you can look at the closets is what we wanted, but anything, couches, whatever, kitchens, or you can just go to the marketplace, which is where you go through to pick up all of those pieces that you need. Okay, to create these items. So I said, let's go to the showroom. We're going to make a whole day of it. We're going to go to the showroom. We're going to go here for lunch. We're going to have the meatballs, everything. And then we'll go through the marketplace and get our stuff. And he's like, all right. So here we go. We're driving an hour and a half.
I'm telling you right now, what a day that is.
Yeah.
What a treat.
I know.
We're not,
Well, he didn't have anything else to do other than watch the Food Network and curling. So what's
Yeah.
he going to do?
So you smile at him and say, we're going to IKEA. We're going to spend the entire day
Yes.
there.
And what's he going to do?
You're going to love it.
You're going to love it because you have nothing else to do at this point. You don't have to work. There's nothing going on. So we go.
get the
I
meatballs
finally
for
shot-
lunch, too?
I did get the meatballs. Yeah. I did get the meatballs for lunch. I did. Yeah. And so we go. I finally talked to someone and she's helping me with the closet. And she's like, but this one piece that you want, one of the major big pieces, is not in stock right now.
Oh, no.
So you can't pick it up today. And I said, oh, it was in stock last night. Like I was looking on the website. Well,
What is
somebody
this,
must
Ashley
have.
Furniture?
I guess. I don't know.
Are they going to deliver it?
It won't be in stock.
You're gonna
And
throw it down your stairs.
no, they don't deliver it. And it does come in pieces, so you can get it to the basement because it's IKEA. So I couldn't get that day. And she's like, well, you might as well just order the whole thing online. I said, okay, well, now that I have an answer, I'll just do that. So we came all this way, didn't get the closet system that I wanted to get.
Uh-huh.
So then we go for lunch. We go to the lunch. Then we go through the marketplace just to see kind of what's in there and pick up a few things.
Sure.
So in the end, I spent a whopping $16 at IKEA.
Wow.
We drove about almost 3 hours round trip to get there. And then on the way home, Jeremy was driving because I prefer to be driven. And I said, you're good, right? Like, I'm just going to close my eyes in this car. Have a nap. And then we got home right in time for bus time. So it was all's well that ends well. And we still don't have the closet system.
That's, I
But
think.
ask Jeremy how much he loved his life that day.
Yeah. I think we've proven. Yeah, that's
Even we would rather watch curling than do that.
that's true. Yeah, he's right. Yeah, he's right. This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast. It's Dave, Rachel, and Forman. And don't forget, you can sponsor this fine podcast anytime you like. We have, what is it? What do you say, Rachel? We have
Prices for every budget.
for every budget.
Starting at $75.
There.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah.
No
And
matter
you
the
can,
product or service you're selling, we can get it sold.
Who will sell it better than us?
No one that I
No.
can think of. Dave Rachel Forman at gmail.com, or reach us on socials, okay? We're everywhere. You can even watch us on YouTube.
We're on YouTube. You just look up Due to Underwhelming Demand Podcast. We're on TikTok now at Due to Underwhelming Demand. Facebook and Instagram as well at Dave Rachel
Comments,
Forman.
Get us on Messenger.
Yes.
Send us an email.
Yes.
Any of those.
Please.
Anything and everything.
And
Please
people
do.
do. And this is where we read your comments. This is the time
Here
of the
we
show.
go. Yeah, like Forman, you were talking, you went to Disney.
Yes.
And we talked about the whole Disney thing, and people, like, there are courses now that you can take to plan to go to
Oh my
Disney, which
gosh.
I think is just insane. But anyway.
Going to Disney, and someone said this is a quest.
Is
and
it?
I think it's a
Yes.
quest.
It is.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Stacy says, "Oh my gosh, I love listening to your podcast. I'm sure people think I'm crazy laughing out loud while walking my dogs. I just listened to the episode from Forman going to Disney. I would suggest the next time you go, try out Animal Kingdom. Although it's a little bit more congested of an area than the Magic Kingdom. The rides
More
are
congested? And
Yes.
that's your suggestion?
well, the rides are way better. The rides, Stacy says, are way better.
Okay, all
And Rachel,
Yes.
I feel your pain with the reading glasses. I work
Oh,
at,
God.
at a Canada Post outlet, and people are always putting their ID up in front of my face,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to step back a few paces just so that I can read the fine print.
Back up a little.
My husband's older than I am, and I used to laugh at him when he couldn't read a menu. I'm not laughing anymore. LOL. Thanks for keeping us entertained. I hope this podcast goes on for a long time.
Oh, thanks.
There you go. Thank you,
Yeah,
Stacy.
we'll see. I have one. We'll see. I don't know. It depends on how long I can put up with these guys. We'll see
Okay,
what that
sure.
means.
Does Canada Post want to sponsor us?
Yes,
Yeah,
maybe.
right.
Yeah, maybe.
Ellen Poole sent us a message also about your Disney vacation.
Okay.
She says, you guys were talking about planning a Disney vacation. My daughter had a trip planned as a Christmas present to her kids, and it took almost an entire year to plan.
Yep.
It's like planning a military invasion.
No, it's
She went
not.
on the Facebook pages. She had spreadsheets for everything, timing on when and where
Oh, yeah.
to go. They had it all arranged. It cost them over $10,000.
Oh, my
They
goodness.
gave it to the kids for Christmas. They planned to go in May, and then COVID hit.
Oh,
They were lucky to get all their money back, but now the two oldest ones don't want to go, and the youngest isn't sure either.
Well, there you
Wow.
go.
I think you'll like it. And at any age, I think they would like it.
That email, actually, I wasn't expecting that. That had a very happy ending.
Because they
Really?
didn't
You
go.
didn't have to go.
They
Oh
didn't
my
have
gosh.
to go.
You
It's
did a lot
my
of planning
gosh.
for nothing.
Well,
though.
and now we got 10 grand. I mean, win-win.
Wow. I get, yeah. If you
Well-
saved it up, you get the money back. Good.
As promised, we are still going to talk about bidets every episode.
Oh, perfect. I like
We're
that.
not done with that.
It would be a bummer if we didn't.
Oh, groaner.
Trudy says, I listen to your podcast when biking home.
Mm.
It's like bicycling?
Okay. I guess so.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
My husband got a bidet attachment shortly after the pandemic started, I guess to avoid the toilet paper shortage.
That's
And
right.
he has since refused to use our bathroom upstairs because it doesn't have one, or even leave the house in the morning until he does his business. He works from home, so these days are rare anyway. But recently, Costco had a bidet attachment on sale, so now we have one for both bathrooms. And I got home a portable bidet for Christmas. I got him a portable bidet for Christmas, I guess you mean.
Portable one.
So he can travel with it and always has one on the go.
Well, that's
No.
Never be
literally
without
and
one now and will
figuratively.
never go back.
Yes. Yes.
What's a portable bidet? Just a squirt bottle?
Okay.
Like, what's that?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, that's a two.
I didn't know that
That's
existed.
hardcore.
Yeah.
That's
a
hard.
two-
That seems
a
very
two bidet home. How about
Yes.
that?
And a
How
portable. You
Right.
can
And a
wherever you
portable.
need to
Oh,
go.
just keep it in the trunk no matter what.
about that? Squirt bottle.
Yeah. But Lisa sent us an email
All right.
to our Gmail, and I think a few weeks ago, and we haven't read it, so better get to it. It's 3 paragraphs long here.
Okay.
Covers a lot of ground.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Lisa Wixon. Hi, guys. I love that you guys are back together again, and the uncensored version is so much better. I'm behind on episodes, and I'm now watching you on YouTube.
Okay.
Oh.
I need to go back and watch Forman's episode about Costco. I
Mm-hmm.
laughed so hard listening to it, I need to watch it.
Oh, my God. You should see him just get so uppity.
He gets so wound up.
He's bouncing in
does.
his seat. Yeah.
I have a question about the episode where you're trying to fix the boat at the cottage. Well, now we are going back. Why didn't Winston fix the boat if he's so fucking wonderful?
No, that's Windsor, not Winston.
Windsor the horse.
Windsor
yeah,
the
okay.
horse, not Winston.
Why didn't
Winst-
he if he's so wonderful, Forman?
I'm not
Windsor.
dignifying that with a response.
Okay.
I've just watched the episode, Dave V. Vole, and I feel your pain.
Oh, well, I can help you with
You
that.
have voles?
Oh,
Here
yeah.
in East London, it's the crackhead squirrels.
Oh.
They sit at my patio door tormenting my 3 cats and will slowly leave once I open the fucking door. And once it's closed, they come right back. I've Googled different ways to deter them, but I swear the fuckers are sitting there laughing at me.
Oh,
wow.
my goodness.
This is
wow.
a very uncensored email. too.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Rachel, I
Yeah.
just watched the episode with the broken water heater and having to have cold showers.
Yeah.
And I totally understand your pain.
Oh.
When my kids were young and we lived in Goderich, we went to the beach. And even in August, my 3 brat kids would yell, "Come on in, Mom, it's warm." They were all fucking liars.
Oh, my God.
If it wasn't bath warm, it wasn't for this woman.
No, that's right.
And I
feel
haven't
that.
listened to that radio station since Dave and Rachel left, and it wasn't the same without Forman. The connection between you 3 is unbeatable. Keep up the wonderful job, Lisa.
Oh, thank
Wow,
you.
that's
Thank
it.
you, Lisa. That's so nice.
That email is like watching an episode of The Bear. Like it's-
What's that
Slightly
mean?
less swear word.
Oh, that's true.
Or
yeah.
more, I guess I meant to
maybe.
say.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, we also do have yet another voice memo.
Oh,
Oh
good.
no, not from.
You know
Scotty.
who.
Okay. Here we go.
Hey guys, I was just listening to episode 67, and what a great story about Forman meeting up with Stacy. I've heard good things about her mom. Anyway, it's great how she just happened to come along and recognize you when you were wearing a hat and sunglasses and stuff. And she's totally not stalking you. It's not like she came creeping out of the woods and just all of a sudden showed up on the street. Anyway, no, I'm sure that's not what it was. But I guess I do know stalking. Remember that time you caught me rifling through your trash, Foreman? And then I wasn't able to go on any of the harbor cruises because the ankle braces, the ankle monitor I had on would go off. So anyway, I'll see you at our hearing in July.
Oh, my God.
He's getting funnier.
Scotty cracks me up.
Yeah,
I've
he's
heard good
good.
things about her mom. That's very funny.
Yeah,
Love
very
that.
funny.
Thank
you,
you, Scotty. You can send us a voice message on Facebook if you want. Maybe Instagram, but Facebook for sure.
Yeah, do it.